Hi. What is that? What are you bobbing your head to? What?
I have no idea. I was just,
Are we dancing?
yeah. Do you want to dance? I mean, I
I
guess we
don't.
could
I don't want to
dance.
dance. I want to
No.
talk about what is happening, what is going on. Everybody, top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one. Actually, no morning, afternoon. Unless you're on the West Coast, then it's morning. 11:30. I am a little bit late. I had pizza for breakfast. Let's just say that didn't agree with me, and here we are.
Really? Because pizza is like awesome for breakfast. That was sarcasm. That was sarcasm. Just so we're all on the same page
And
here.
that is why you look the way you look, Spade.
No comment.
Because you're out here eating pizza for breakfast.
What's wrong with pizza for breakfast? I mean, you got all the food groups in
Honestly,
there.
is it hot or is it cold?
Honestly, I
Are
would
you a
rather.
cold pizza eater?
I'm only a cold pizza eater if it's a random like if I
If
go
it's
to
a
the
random
pizzeria, it
slice
better
of
be
pizza.
hot. No.
Say
But listen,
again?
if I'm at the if I go to the pizzeria, I want it to be hot.
All right,
But
no.
if I
What? That's not
but
what we're
the next
talking about. You're
but
not
the
going to the
next day,
pizzeria in New York or New Jersey at 8 o'clock in the morning to get pizza. No pizza place is
right?
open.
But that's what I'm saying. If I take it out of my refrigerator, I'll eat it cold, which is weird.
I cannot eat cold pizza. To me, cold pizza is like I don't know. It's like old cheese.
Okay. Old cheese.
You don't get that?
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't see the issue.
Okay, well I do. All right. So let's talk about a lot has happened this week.
Whew.
Oh my god. This is gonna be like a 6 hour stream.
That's gonna be fun.
All right, where do we begin? Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Charlie? Are we just gonna jump right in?
Well, let's get in case anybody doesn't know, right?
No, bullshit. I
Charlie
think
Kirk passed away. Yes,
there is no way.
murdered rather.
There is no way that
You don't know about it.
yeah, I think you would have to live in like I don't know.
In a
underneath
pineapple
rock.
under the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are we thinking? So
All
first
right.
off,
So I have a question for you. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, because we talked a lot about this over in Discord. Now you were not privy to that, so that's good because we could kind of recap a lot of that and have a different set of opinions today. Now that the time is kind of set, things have happened. Go ahead. What did you want to say? You said first off.
Well, I wanted to go the simpler route and say, is it something that happened naturally, meaning somebody was really pissed off and just wanted to assassinate him? Was it a conspiracy that what's his name, Netanyahu was the one that killed him or something? Like Israel killed him or some shit?
Okay, so you're going with the Israel thing. Okay, conspiracy. All right.
I'm going with this. I want to hear everything. I want to know what yours and everyone else's opinion is. Whether it was
Well, we don't care about everybody else's opinion, right? Because we're not.
Well,
there for them.
you know what I'm
They're not
saying.
on a platform unless they want to come on. If you want to come on and you want to tell us your opinion, then great, we care about it. If you just want to talk about it in chat, you're gonna have to listen to ours, and that's the end of that.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. So, what is your opinion on it then? Because I'm gonna give you mine.
Look,
You think it is what it is? Some dude
I
on
think
the roof?
yeah, I think it was some dude on the roof, but now they're turning it political and they're making it sound like maybe it was something crazy, but in reality, it's probably not.
All right, let me give you my TLDR. I am not 100% sure if that dude shot him, right? Not 100%
I agree with
sure,
that.
right? There could have been another shooter. It could have been him. I don't know. It could have not been him at all. It could be misidentified, right? Whatever.
Right.
Here's my thing. I don't know. One thing that irritates me a lot with this is no matter what channel you watch, no matter what, they're trying to pin it on the other side. Meaning that because he's a Republican and right, and I wouldn't say far right, a lot of people are saying that, what's his name? Terry again, right? What?
Yeah, Terry.
Terry, right? Terry Robinson? Sounds like a basketball player. like from
Ty-
88 Jam.
Tyler. It wasn't a
Oh,
Tyler.
Tyler, Terry.
And he's also in a trans relationship with a
No.
dude.
Well, we'll go there. Well, yeah. Well, we can
Oh,
talk about it as we. No, we can talk about it as we go.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think that's a distraction. But
Yes.
what's the proof of that? Right? There was a thing. Oh, hold on. So let me go back. So I think it's crazy because no matter what channel you watch, somebody's trying to say, "Well, that's the left that did it." But he wore a Democratic Socialist Party thing when he was 13 years old, a red shirt. He's a Democrat because he's for Democrat socialism, right? They're trying to pin that because they're looking for every single reason to set up a divide. It can't be that one thing that he said he didn't disagree with, so he shot him. Now, I think anybody that says anything negative about Charlie Kirk is a piece of shit. They are. I don't think it's nice to, well, not nice. I don't think
To talk ill about the dead.
Right. Rest in peace. I mean, it's in the name, right? Rest easy. As much as you may not agree with what his opinions are, that doesn't deserve death, right? I think we
Yes.
can both agree on that.
Agreed.
If
100%.
even if we're old school, right? We grew up in the 90s.
Yes.
If you talk shit, you get hit, right? We're going
That's
to
it.
throw down. That's fine, but you're not out there killing somebody. Back
Correct.
in the day,
I mean, yeah.
look, we grew up in the 90s, right? If someone was outside and they were talking trash, we're going to go outside and we're going to throw hands. You're not worried about whether the guy is going to pull out a knife, pull out a gun. He might try to break a bottle, but that's like crazy. Other than that, in the 90s or early, I don't know about early 2000s, but 90s, we're going to throw down, right? Like we're going to fight. I don't agree with what you say, and that's it. We're done. Okay, you go your way.
And then
I go my
afterwards,
way.
we're going to go back inside the bar and have a drink.
Absolutely. That is likely, but we're going to handle it that way. Now, you can't do that. Now we live in a world where if I go to fight somebody, they might either A, call the cops on me, B, pull out a blade, C, pull out a gun, D, shoot me from far away because they're too much of a coward to do it right in front of everybody, right?
Right.
The reason why I don't think that this is a far left individual, like an extreme left individual, is every single time they've had a shooter that's been trans or far left, they didn't shoot just one person. They shot multiple, right? That guy's on a rooftop. He could have shot multiple people, right? Like you could have went crazy. They had what? He had 5 rounds or something.
Something like that,
mean,
yeah.
He could have had something more than that. Didn't matter. But that's why I don't think it's far left. Because your goal, whether it was just for you or for hire, whatever, was to take out that one person, and you executed that. That being said, at the same time that was happening, there was a Colorado school shooting, right? Within minutes of
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
there
within.
was no coverage of that on the media. The only thing that was covered was Charlie Kirk.
Right. There was a little blurb afterwards like, oh, hey, there was also a school shooting. But, whatever. Charlie Kirk is important right now.
Okay, you got kids dying, kids getting shot at, and you got one person that gets shot and killed. Which, by the way, keep in mind, they're still trying to scour the internet to remove all of these videos and images, which is fascinating. Like, because there was a lot of people there. A lot of people saw it, right? Okay. But I don't think...
Are we trying to change the narrative by removing everything? You ever think about that one? That helps any other conspiracy.
Bro,
when you start seeing things disappearing...
There are videos that I've seen where people are like rewinding it frame by frame. And they're like... It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He's not dead.
He was wearing body armor! No, he wasn't. No, he was not.
He was not dead, was the first one. He had a fentanyl overdose.
I've heard that one.
You heard that fentanyl overdose one?
No, I didn't hear the fentanyl. What? There's a fentanyl overdose? How is there? For Charlie Kirk, he had a fentanyl overdose. Live on TV.
Well, you got to do
the internet.
fentanyl to have an overdose, right? I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. I don't think you could just have one and not do any drugs, so you got to do it. It's just crazy to me how... And this is obviously the far left doing this, which is crazy to me because if you think about it, Spada, if you just for a moment, just think, when is the last assassination you could think of prior to Charlie Kirk that was not in the political faction, was not a senator, congressman? Just Name
Never. It's always been
Martin Luther King.
political. But that was political.
No, but he wouldn't. No, you're not getting what I'm saying. That is not a senator, a congressman, somebody running in office, or that is connected
MLK.
to.
Yes.
Who
100%.
You're not going to tell me from 69 to 2025, right? You can come up with one name?
That's it. But that's the only. But you. Okay. All right. Let's think about this. Why that happened? People were after MLK was shot, right? People are afraid to be of that high stature in political office without being a politician, right?
Yeah, it's not.
So
It's not really politics. It's just
right.
I don't know what you consider.
Right, but he was in the political
commentator.
atmosphere, right? He was a pundit. That's all he was. He spoke politics. That's it.
Right.
That doesn't mean that he was
He's not a politician, though.
No.
It's
Same
not
as
a politician.
Correct. Same as Shapiro, right? Ben Shapiro is not a politician.
Who canceled all of his canceled all of his college things.
Wouldn't you? If you were
I
in that
don't
sphere?
know, because now we don't. That's a problem. I agree with it. I want to say something. This is going to be a very unpopular thing. Okay, this is very unpopular, and I'm not talking any way, negative, shape, or form. I know how this is going to be taken. It's going to be out of context. I just want to say this. I feel so bad for his kids and his wife. I do. I feel so bad. Because he was doing things that other people couldn't. That being said, this is important. If I say something and I know that I'm pissing off a certain group of people, okay, and I'm going across the country doing this, and I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, in the back of my mind, there's going to be that moment of, I got to be careful. Yeah, I got to be careful about what I'm going to say.
But that's why he had security.
I understand that. At the same time, that security, you can't stop a bullet, right?
Yes.
You have to be responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how to say this with any way it be taken wrong.
It's like he asked for it, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
play near the fire, get burned.
You knew what you were doing would cause a roar.
Correct.
So you can't be surprised that this happened.
Correct.
Okay. If you're surprised by it, then I don't know, you're lost.
Then you're oblivious.
Yeah,
then
correct.
You're oblivious.
Then you and I'm not saying it's okay. It's just he had to know that this could happen. This could. Regardless of what type of security you set up, this could, I mean, look at Trump, right? I mean, that's supposed to have the best security in the world, right? And
he still got shot at.
Right. You have snipers that were perched, and there was still somebody on a rooftop somewhere. Okay.
But see, that's the thing, though. Somebody in his stature, right? He's like, okay, the president got shot, but somebody, like, I'll get security, but will somebody really shoot me? I'm just having conversations with people.
Come on.
It's not like he's going out.
Man. He's a smart man.
Of course he is.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
But do you really think that he thought that? Like somebody's going to assassinate me?
Yes, I do. But even if that's the case, what do you do about it? There's nothing. What are you going to do? Sit in a
glass bubble?
Bubble?
Yeah, that's it. A glass wall. Put a glass wall in front of you. That's the. But then again, it doesn't seem real, though, right? Like, what was his thing? His thing was to. I'm going to. It's not like he just perched up on outside on some random block. He was going to schools. You should be safe in a school. Where I'm going in front of a school, I'm going to plop in a parking lot, put up my chair, put up my tent, have all these people come and sit there and ask me questions. Never in a million years would you think there's going to be a sniper 200 feet away or
it's
200
not.
meters
No,
away.
I see that. I think that part there, what you're saying, is the oblivious part. If you think that way, that nothing can happen, right? Something is going to happen. Okay, I am a man of. First off, that being said, in the school area, I know I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. Though I feel that everybody should be open carrying. If there's a guy on the roof, right, with a sniper rifle, obviously this is illegal. This is a legal rifle. Your actions of what you're doing is illegal. But if everybody inside that area all had rifles on their back, do you think he would have taken that shot?
Hell no.
Hell no. No way. And you could say, okay, well then someone else is gonna just use the gun randomly. But you don't. Why wouldn't anybody just use the gun now? What's the difference?
Well,
is that
the
you're
thing is,
giving them
though-
access to it? But that my argument is right because now Florida is this open carry thing, right?
Open carry, yeah.
Right, but like not constitute open carry. It's not passed by the governor, but it was held up in the appellate court. So essentially, you could just put a rifle on your back if you want to. Now,
That's it. You can walk around like Rambo.
yeah, I take into account, and I don't know about you. We're not going to get off track, but I just want to ask you this question real quick. If me and you were going to throw down right now, you come to my house, you're like, Jay, come outside. We're about to toss up in the driveway, me and you, toe to toe.
Put the guns away.
No.
First thing I would have said.
First, no. What? Why do I have? What happened with the gun? Why is there a gun?
I'm coming to your house, right? It's an open carry state.
No. What? No. You know. No. What?
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know you. You're walking down the street. I'm walking down the street. You stick your finger in my butt as I walk past you. Whoa. What are you doing? That's not right. Let's throw down. I don't know why. We're throwing down in the middle of the street.
Okay.
In the back of your mind, while we're about to square off, are you thinking about me holding a gun? No, right? Like in New York.
Honestly, no.
No. Now, let's change it. So yeah, we're gonna throw down. I'm going somewhere with this. You're walking down the street. Same thing happens. Boop, finger on my butt. You got a 357 Magnum attached to your hip. I'm gonna let you be.
That's it.
You know why I'm gonna let you be? Because I'm not even gonna. I don't know. He might shoot me.
I agree with you. I
so
totally
you agree with that mindset?
I totally. If it's the same argument, yeah. If same thing, you're in a bar and you're walking by and somebody dabs your shoulder, hits your shoulder while you're walking by, and you turn around, you're like, what the fuck? And he sits there and he shows you his piece. You're gonna be like, okay,
hey,
go ahead,
okay.
do your thing.
No, boys
Walk
in
away.
the hood. Boys in the
My
hood.
bad.
Shit.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
out.
My
All
bad.
right. Yeah, I'm
Cool.
Hey. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Now,
You're gonna show him yours, and you're gonna be like,
we're just
"Let's
we're
go
just
outside
showing
and
off
take
how
10
pearly our
bases?"
handles are. Okay, got it. Okay, so you're just like me, right?
Yeah.
It's not a matter that I'm scared. I'm just not stupid, right? I'm not gonna fuck with that
Right.
dude with the gun on his side. Okay, and it's
Common
that simple.
sense.
So my mindset is if everybody is carrying, if everybody's got a rifle on their back, everybody's safe.
I agree. You have to
If
be
you're
mentally
driving down
ill
the
to-
highway,
Yes.
driving down you're going down the turnpike in Jersey. You're going down the shore. You're going down the parkway. You're on 95. You see a cop. What do?
Slow down.
Why do you slow down?
Because I don't want to get a ticket.
You don't want to get a ticket. It's the presence of it lets you know, hey, watch it.
Right.
I
Even
see
though
you.
that squad car has nobody in it and it was just
Sure,
there to
it doesn't
slow you
matter.
down.
It's just the idea of, they got
Correct.
cameras. They're going to take a picture of the plate or
Correct.
some shit. Right, not doing that.
Yeah.
My mindset is if everybody's got a gun, that's it. Now, the
Ain't nothing
concealed
happening.
carry argument is, this is a
I don't like
Charlie
that.
Kirk thing. The concealed carry permit is the element of surprise. First off, I'm going to fight you. If I don't,
And then if
I
I'm losing,
can't-
I shoot you?
but see, that's the issue. But that's why I think concealed carry. I don't care for either, right? You want to conceal carry, that's fine. You want to open carry, that's fine. I'm just saying that if you are open carrying, I will not fight you. If you are concealed carrying, and I know that you're concealed, I would still fight you. If you have it open, you are fucking crazy, and that tells me if you see a squirrel on your truck, you're gonna shoot it. That's what I get from open carry. Okay.
100%.
And I'm a confrontational person. So my mindset is dude on the rooftop, shooting down. Everybody's got AR-15s on their back. I'm not going to take that shot because I'm not going to make it.
They're all going
off
to turn
this
around
roof.
and shoot you, yeah.
Yes. That's my mindset. That's how you fix it.
Agreed.
I don't know if that's the answer to this, but the problem is with what Charlie Kirk happened, you didn't destroy his words. You made them more powerful.
Yes.
You proved his point. Everything that he said, you now validated with one bullet.
Right. And he keeps saying it, and he kept saying it for every gun question that he was asked. Yes, people do die from guns, but they prove his point more and more that if more people had them, there wouldn't be more people using them.
Right, and the argument
There
that,
needs to be a death so you can understand what's going on.
It's just crazy that it's in his name.
But you know what? He lived up to that. I don't want to make it sound like I'm being a piece of shit. No, but he lived up to it.
Yeah, let me be clear.
I died for the cause.
Chat. Let me be clear for anybody that's in this, right? We are centrist. We're going to look from both angles, right? We're not attacking this, saying that what happened to Charlie Kirk should have happened. In no stretch of the means. I don't think either of us feel that way. It's just we're looking at it from an angle of a realistic angle that 20 years from now, 10 years from now, people will be talking about. We're just talking about it right now. We're not going to wait 20 years. Okay, we're not trying to reopen the. I just want people to understand that this is not a leftist channel that is.
Neither is it right.
No, it's not. We're not saying that you need to go hang the dude that did it, because there's no difference between him and the dude that shot MLK, right? It's somebody that shot somebody because I don't like what you have to say, which is ridiculous to me. Because if that was the case, there'd be a whole lot of bodies on the ground.
But if the other person was carrying something and it was open carry and you saw it, again, goes back to what you said. I'm not going to mess with somebody who's carrying a gun, because if I start the way I see it is, sure, I get into a scuffle with that person, and if I'm winning, he becomes a sore loser, pulls out his gun and shoots me. Then what? Now what? Now I'm in the wrong because I'm dead, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Dead men tell no tales, so he could just change the narrative to whatever he wants.
You saw the people getting fired over all the negative shit that they're saying about Charlie.
And you know
Kirk,
what?
Right?
I wanted to bring that up today. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Should people
it is a. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to get at is, should people be fired for their opinions?
Because you're going to follow up with that with your answer, or is that?
Oh yeah, my answer is no. You shouldn't. You should be fired because you're giving the job that you're working at. People know, and if they don't, it's a publicity stunt. Because if the place that I work agrees with what I'm saying, people might not use it anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like they'll lose money in the long run because of that. So that's why it's better to fire that person, because you breached your contract. No, it's not cancel culture.
It is cancel culture.
It's not cancel culture. It's not.
It's not cancel
culture. Cancel culture would be something that I said 10 years ago, and you bring it up now and getting me fired. That's not cancel culture.
Cancel culture is I said something right now and you want to cancel me. That is what that is. It doesn't matter how many days of Windows.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with.
Let's not call it cancel culture, just for the sake of argument. Let's just say my opinion on people getting fired. It depends on your role, right? It depends on who you are.
Well, yeah, if you're the janitor, it doesn't matter.
No.
Let's be honest here. If you're the janitor, who cares what your opinion is?
If you are a newscaster, like that MSNBC person that got fired because they said it,
right.
I think that's fair. Because I don't think that newscasters should be giving their opinion. I don't.
No, they should be giving facts.
If I wanted an opinion piece, I would go watch someone on YouTube. Your job is to report the news. That's what the news is supposed to be. It is not.
100% agree.
Not been that in 20 years. But I don't. I'm watching the news. I don't give a shit what your opinion is on it. Tell me what's happening. Oh well,
right. Give me the facts. Straight facts.
I'm not sad about it. I don't give a shit if you're sad about it.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't care. I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm not watching MSNBC because of you. So that being said, that chick with the DC Comics, you heard about her? Made Black Red Hood, Red Hood,
and she got her comic was canceled because she was
called them a Nazi bitch.
Yes.
Or a Nazi, whatever. I don't know why being a Nazi is such a bad thing, but it's just a belief.
That's a different topic for another day.
We'll save that for another day. But see, like now that I wouldn't make a statement like that if I am doing a comic book for DC. I might
Shut your mouth. You don't
I
need your
would not
opinion out
think
there.
that, but if I did think that, I would not voice my opinion
Thank
in
you.
any way to
Correct.
anybody, anywhere,
100%.
to ruin my career. Like, you got to be smart about this, right?
Thank
Okay.
you. They're not being smart.
Okay,
There
right.
are people who are
You're
going
just
on
being
TikTok.
stupid.
Yay,
And this
Charlie
is not
Kirk
a person.
is dead.
I just want to be clear. This is not a person that was running for president. This is not a governor. This is not a congressman. This is some dude with an opinion.
Who
I
has
think
a
that's
bigger
so
social
huge.
media. Yeah, he has a bigger social media than you do. That's all it is.
Shit than most people do.
I didn't mean you specifically. I meant you as in the person that you're talking
Right,
to.
right. No, I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep your opinion to yourself, especially when somebody has been, killed or murdered rather, or assassinated. Like that's what basically happened. We don't need to hear everybody. Like I don't understand. People were cheering. Why are you cheering?
No, that guy. No, see that. Stop. You talking about the dude with the blonde hair?
There's been a lot of people.
You're not talking about the dude at the event when he got shot that stood up in the camera and cheered, right? That's not what you're talking about?
No, I wasn't talking about that guy.
Okay, because there's a whole video from that dude about that. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're not
but I'm
talking
about afterwards, like
Sure,
a couple of hours later,
Yeah,
a day or two later.
The ones that are 100% without certainty for what happened.
Right, who
Yes.
would be the people that would not have the balls to sit in a chair and argue with, not argue.
Of course.
Let me
Of course.
rephrase, have a
Of course.
conversation, because
Of
that's
course.
what Charlie Kirk did. The one good thing that Charlie Kirk ever did was sit there and listen to your opinion and explain to you how his opinion is different than yours. That's what he did.
Let's be clear.
Or better, depending on how you look at it, sure.
I don't think there's been a point where he's conceded, right? Or I concede. I don't think so.
Sure. Yeah.
But
okay.
Irrelevant. It's still does not deserve death, right? Period.
He gave you a platform to speak. It does not deserve him to be killed.
Yes. So what do you
You're
think
just
should
some
happen?
random Joe Schmo. That's it.
You think this Tyler guy should be treated differently than somebody else that just killed somebody else?
No, murder is murder.
Okay,
No.
so it doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit. No,
regardless.
no. You're
Okay.
making if you give him special treatment, all you're doing is you're vilifying him.
'Cause they did
Right?
that
You're
with
making him
Chauvin, right?
bigger. Right, exactly. You're making him bigger than what he is. We're gonna put him in the history books now as this, Tyler Robinson, the guy who killed Charlie Kirk. No one cares in 20 years. No one cares in 30. Hell, in 5 years, nobody's really gonna care.
Yeah, I think it'll just be a blip, right? It's hot right
That's
now.
it.
It's the hot.
That's it.
topic
It's hot right now. That's it.
Sure. Yeah. You've heard the thing where a little bit off topic, where in 1 week from now, or the day of your death, people will be sad. They'll talk about it. In a week from now, they'll be doing this. A month from now, they'll be watching Netflix, laughing, and then a year from now, they'll totally forget who you are.
Yes, until they start doing TV specials, and then they're like, "Oh, remember a few years ago when Charlie Kirk was
That's
assassinated?"
how they wrote that book. The book.
That book was definitely number one AI generated, but for some strange reason, somehow was posted on September 9th,
Yeah, that's a little weird.
and he got shot September 10th. And then when I did looking into it, it takes 3 days, 72 hours in order for you to get your book published on Amazon. That's a different story. That's
Bree
where the
said something to
conspiracy
me
starts.
That sounds really crazy, like really crazy. And I don't necessarily I'm open, right? I don't know if I'm open to this part, but what if that happened like a time traveler?
I don't want to say no. I don't. Could it happen? Maybe, but the possibility of that happening is like 2%, in my opinion.
I watched a video of that guy. It's crazy. You saw the video where the FBI showed the video from the building next to where he shot from. Did you see that video?
Where it was showing Charlie Kirk, or where it was showing the guy running away?
Stand by.
I mean, Bree, if you want to talk about time travel, that's like saying
Okay. Do you see the video?
Donald Trump's grandfather. Yeah, I've seen this video. Yeah, this is the one where
you
he's
seen
running
it?
away, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen
So here you see the suspect
My first question to this is, let me just play the video.
ran behind that upper building. He's going to come out on the right, moves to this
That's
far
where he
right
jumps off the
corner.
building. Yeah.
As he does, he's going to climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Here you see the suspect after dropping off the building. He moved around across this grassy area, around the parking lot. After he crosses the street, this is where he moves over into...
I never saw the rifle, number one. People are arguing that he's carrying a rifle bag. I think that's his backpack. But why do you have the video? Hold on.
Okay,
Why do you have the video of this? How did he get on the roof?
You know, he practices
Why
a
is
lot
there
of
no
jumping.
video of him going on the roof? That's the question.
Maybe they're working on, fabricating it. I mean, finding it.
All right, I want to show one more thing real quick. This is what I'm saying with the time travel. Just watch this. I know people are gonna be like, Jay, what are you talking about with time travel? just hold on. What I want you to pay attention to is this tree on the right-hand side. You see this tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to climb off the edge.
Well, look at this tree right here where my mouse is. You see my mouse? This
Yeah.
tree. Okay. Just look. There's going to be a dude that's going to walk right here. This feed never stops. He's going to climb down. There's a guy that walks here, and then he disappears behind the tree, and he never shows again. But they continue to show him coming down. What happens to the dude? Just watch.
Really?
The edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did...
There's the guy walking. You see the guy
I
walking
see.
right there? Okay.
Yeah, I see.
And here's the tree, yeah? Here's the rest of the
Yeah.
road. Okay.
Yeah.
that he left
And now he's
some
gone.
palm impressions. There's some
I don't know where he
smudges,
went.
some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse.
All right, one more time.
Well, that is a park over there, right? Maybe he just sat down behind a tree.
Sat down. He's walking towards the
And then
tree.
dropped down to the ground. As he did
Right,
that,
but then he just
left
stops and sits down.
some palm
Like, I see
impressions.
that.
Directly behind the tree?
Look, it could happen.
He
It could
left
happen.
some palm impressions.
He's like looking down at his phone right now as he's walking. Yeah? I mean, you can't see it clear as day, but
And then
Right.
dropped down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions.
But there's also activity on the other tree also after he disappears. Look at it again.
There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint
You
where
see
we
it?
believe the
those are
suspect
cars driving by, bro.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's cars.
is
I'm just saying, I don't know where the dude went. It's just weird. Like a dude disappeared behind a tree. It's a little weird.
clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Here you see the suspect after dropping off the building.
And you can see people walking over here. Like there's a sidewalk, and nobody saw that he had a gun. I don't know. There's so many questions that it just doesn't.
Well, the other question is apparently he took it apart and ran away, and then when he got to the woods, he put it back together again.
Yeah, that was weird. That's
How
weird.
does why would that happen?
Why would you put it back together? I don't know. These are just questions that make no sense to me, right? Like, and I think our minds are trying to come up with other things other than this is what it is, right?
Well, that's where the conspiracies start to come in. That because things are not,
Why has
100%.
footage? Why can I look down my street, mile down the street, and recognize a license plate with my camera? And when you look at all these cameras of all these universities, bro, they
make
look like they have
millions
cams
of-
from the 80s. But yet they take pictures on the Mars rover, and it looks like it's a 26K picture. I don't
Well, that's
understand.
because the Mars rover is in Hollywood and everything else is.
I get all that. I'm just saying that all these years, right? Technology is on the rise, right? No shit, right?
Right,
How
but
do
colleges
you not
don't
have
spend
footage?
money. No, they don't. They spend money like that every 15 years. They're not going
Well,
to
I'd
spend it every
suggest
year.
you start spending money.
I agree.
on that, because if we keep getting shit like this, you can't pull up a Polaroid of somebody, you're going to have to be a little bit more clear and concise, because then it raises the red flags, right?
Yeah.
Where's the gun? Why, so he disassembled it to jump down, and then he
Stops
went
after
to
the cars,
woods, put it back together, and then
reassembles.
finds a blanket and then wraps it in a blanket.
That makes no sense. Makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Like, give me even if you somehow were able to mastermind this, why would you fuck up on that? You understand what I'm saying?
Next thing is the fingerprints. Did he wear gloves?
You got to be. This is what I don't understand. If you're going to commit a murder like that,
Yeah.
you're going to wear fucking gloves. You can't be that stupid and
so
say,
he was,
I'm not
did he
gonna-
wear gloves? Do you know?
I don't know. I
Okay.
think he should.
So there should be
He
fingerprints
should've.
on the gun, right?
On the gun, on the wall that he ran down from. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it said palm prints. I mean, my question. So there's fingerprints on the casings. Then it's not a suspect. It is proven. This guy, obviously, you're innocent until proven guilty. Got it. But notice in America, that's not the case. Everybody
Nope,
is
it's the
quick
opposite.
to
Correct.
find everything about this dude.
Yeah.
What would the internet do if they were like, if you found out that the fingerprints don't match that gun, that's not him? I don't know.
It's not him.
What would people say? They're very quick to
The government is trying to. The government is trying to fabricate a story. That's what they're going to say.
Why would the government lie about Charlie Kirk? That argument does not work for me. Charlie
Because
Kirk
then that goes into the conspiracy theories, Jay.
No.
That the
Yeah,
government
that's
killed
bullshit.
him, so that
No,
way
no,
we don't
that's
see
stupid.
the Epstein
That's dumb.
reports.
That's dumb.
The,
What has he got to do with Epstein?
When was the last time you heard about the Epstein reports? Ever since
2 days
Charlie
ago?
Kirk was killed. Yeah, but did they make a big deal about it like they have in the last few months?
Who's they?
No.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of news.
The media.
I don't know.
Well, there you go. That's the thing. That's the thing. Let's talk
I highly
about this.
doubt that
Look,
this is a
shiny little
distraction.
thing over here.
Okay, first off, anybody that is saying that this is a distraction for the Epstein files, you're a fucking idiot. That's not. This is so not related. You could have done anything else, right? Like this. That's
The
not
school
it.
shooting alone could have stopped it.
Yeah,
that
this is
school
ridiculous.
shooting alone.
I will say this. Very unpopular opinion. A lot of this shit. I think it's got to do with Trump. I was
You
looking at a
think
website
he was
yesterday.
shot? Wait. You think that he was shot?
No.
because
See, that's not what I said. I said I think a lot of the shit that's happening is because Trump's in office. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, because nothing happened when Biden was president, right?
I was looking at mass shootings during Trump's first term, Biden's term, and then Trump's second term. They're higher on both of Trump's terms. And then in 2007, basically when Republicans are in office is when you see the most amount of shootings.
Always, yes.
Which is
and,
weird.
And people will sit there and say that because the Republicans are conservatives and they're all for the Second Amendment, that it just so happens that these things happen when they are in office. It's almost as if they're trying to do it purposely to make you think that the Second Amendment is not something that we should have.
You can't get rid of the Second Amendment. I'm sorry.
You can amendment. You could put an amendment to it.
Make an amendment to an amendment. Got it. And it's not like I'm talking bad about Trump. It's just if I'm
Again,
going
it
to-
goes.
If I'm just
No,
looking
go
at
ahead.
numbers alone, just numbers alone, and no opinions, just numbers. Numbers don't lie.
It's almost double, right?
I
If
don't
I'm
know
not
about double.
mistaken?
It's high. It's higher. It's higher in 2016 to 2019 was crazy. 2016 and 2019 / 2020, Biden comes in, it goes down, goes down, down, down. I can pull up the chart if you want, and then in
No, it's fine.
2020, 2024 goes up, up. 2025 goes up, up, up. And then it was down for Obama, but it was up for Bush, down for Clinton, and then it's just interesting to me that. Just let him have power. That's what I say. Just let the left have it. Just take it. I understand people are gonna be like, Jay, look, I live in a Republican state, so honestly, I could give a shit what happens federally. But if this is the result of children dying and people getting assassinated because of who's in power, then if you can't fix that, then fix the person in power. Just make it all liberals. I mean, Trump can't get reelected again, and J.D. Vance isn't going to win. Gavin Newsom will. You could write that down. I don't. You go ahead. Gavin Newsom will win presidency this term coming up.
It's very simple. The school shootings, fix it by having one police officer there every day there, and none of the shootings will happen. Because just like our theory with if you see a gun, you're not going to do anything stupid, a child or somebody under the age of 18 will see a police officer there with a gun and say, maybe today's not the wisest day for me to bring a gun to school.
So you're saying hire more people. That might fix. I don't know why they haven't done that for school shootings. I don't know. I honestly, I don't have an answer.
Put somebody who just came out of the military, put him there for a year, pay him fucking, I don't know, 75, 100K to sit there from open to close in the school.
It's a lot of money.
But you're going to be there every day of the school year. And I guarantee you, nobody in their right mind will come to a school.
Or just arm the teachers.
The teachers don't want that. They don't want that.
Well,
as a person who has a sister who's a teacher, and my sister's pro guns. My sister's pro guns. That? And she's like, I don't want that out of responsibility. Why? She's like, because she's like, I don't get paid enough to begin with. Now I'm going to walk around with a gun?
So she'd rather take a chance at dying by one of her students going a little
No, she agrees that put a cop in the building.
Okay, a cop can't cover a whole school, right?
How big is the school? Come on.
The school that I went to, one cop is not going to be able to respond to a shooting on the other end of the school.
Put two cops then.
You're going to need more than two. You're going to need at least 4 for most schools.
Fine.
Okay.
Put one gun, one cop with a gun, and put two, what are they called? The rent-a-cops.
You want to teach kids, right?
Auxiliary.
You have to go. You have to learn with the times. Yeah. Your curriculum changes every year. We came from apes. We didn't. There were 9 planets. There's not. Every year changes, right? Guess what a requirement to be a teacher now is? You must go to the qualifying range every year.
They're not going to do it. They're going to be some parent.
Okay. Well then, hey, if you don't want to change that, right? And we just can't randomly find people to patrol the school, then you can't just hire regular people. You got to hire somebody that knows how to use a firearm and is not scared to use a firearm.
Correct. But it shouldn't be a teacher. I'm telling you.
I disagree. I say
what's so difficult? Okay, let's just say for every 1,000 students, you have one armed individual in that school. For every 1,000 students. Now, in a place like New York City, where my high school, when I went there, it was over capacity, and I had 3,500 students in that school at most points. So put 2 or 3 police officers there. And I guarantee you nobody's going to do anything stupid. Put that in the budget, bro.
Okay, using your argument, why do you think they haven't done that?
Because nobody wants to spend the money to have a cop sit there and just do nothing, just patrol around, walk around the school.
And malls
they feel like it's... I agree. Why do malls do it? They don't have guns, though. Malls have rent-a-cops who will flash with their flashlights.
Depends on what state, what mall.
In New York, they don't. Right. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, in New Jersey, they won't either, right? They're armed with a flashlight and a bag of Doritos. That's it.
It's like Paul Blart in Mall Cop. That's what they're doing. But look, I guarantee you, if you had done that, there would not be any school shootings anymore. If they did that ever since Columbine.
How do you stop that from happening again?
How do you stop what? I didn't hear you.
The Charlie Kirk situation. I mean, you got Ben Shapiro canceling. You got a bunch of people canceling, doing any kind of speeches because of fear of this. How do you stop that?
You do the same exact thing that Trump did now. Every time he's in a press conference or anything like that, I
don't have the money for that. I don't have.
Then don't do it. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you can't afford to have security detail and put yourself up inside of a glass box so you don't get shot at, then you shouldn't be doing that. Do it from the comfort of your home office with a camera.
So now you charge people to go to your event.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Do it enclosed. Do it in an enclosed
Oh,
area.
no, that I agree with. You could put that, but I don't know if you could fit that amount of people inside of a gymnasium.
You pay to get in. You want to talk to this person? If I want to sit here and I want to argue with Jay Hayes, I will go and pay, a couple of $100.
Yeah, people are paying $1,200 to sit down with Chris Brown. Have you seen those?
Right?
If
Right?
people
I
are
saw
paying
those.
$1,200 to sit down with Chris Brown, you could pay $30.
And you're sitting in the picture like a cuck while your girl is like, hey, with Chris Brown. Get out of here, bro. No, stop. Stop. You'll pay that. You will pay for that, but you won't pay to have a sensible
people would
conversation with
complain.
someone.
They would complain. Like, I don't want to have to go pay to.
Then stop shooting them. It's so simple.
I don't know how you fix this, man. I don't know, because I feel like now this is starting a wave, right? Like, this is, it's just crazy when you watch the news. Someone somewhere has got some shit happening that's involved with a gun. Whether it's a school shooting, a church shooting, a person getting shot. No matter what you hear, it makes you believe that something big is coming.
I will agree with that.
I don't know if that's civil war. I don't know if that's the end of the world. I don't know.
Everyone's been saying ever since Trump got elected the first time, we're going to have a civil war because of Trump. We're going to have a civil war because of Trump.
Of who? Left versus right? It won't be North versus South.
No, it'd be left versus. It would be a liberal versus.
Then how
a
do you
conservative.
tell that? How do you tell that in a conflict?
I don't know. Look at their hair. See what color it is.
Shoot everybody with blue hair.
Ask them what they.
That can't be a
what
war, right? That
what their
can't be.
pronouns are. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. But that's what they're doing. At first, during his first term as president, they were trying to say that he was stirring up racist things, so that way it's going to be white versus black again, and make it a big deal like that. Now all of a sudden it's not that. Now it's conservatives
this isn't even
against
white versus black. This is
No, it's
literally
not.
what you said, left versus right. That's what this is.
That's what it is. Yeah, and
And
that's
every
what's gonna end
YouTube
up being.
channel you turn on, it's either this person is a Republican or it's a Democrat. And they get the most amount of views, right? They don't want to hear views like ours, where they're looking
Nope.
down the center. They want to pick a side, and then let's be the extreme version of that.
Yeah.
And have you heard the conspiracy with the Groypers? Do you know what Groyper is? The Nick Fuentes people?
No, maybe I. What did they
Nick
say?
Fuentes, you know who Nick Fuentes is?
Yeah.
He's like the extreme far right.
Yeah.
Apparently there's like this conspiracy going around that Tyler was part of that.
Bro, I heard people saying that is because Charlie Kirk was talking ill against Israel, Netanyahu sent the fucking Mossad to kill fucking Charlie Kirk. Like, I've heard some crazy stories. I've also heard that the guards were in on it. His security detail
with
was
the
in on
signals
it,
and shit.
giving signals and
Yeah,
everything.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what is happening.
Like,
I
I've
don't
seen
know why
somebody.
you would twist your hat twice and then flick your ear. I don't know. I'm sure the FBI obviously sees that, right? And they're like, well, what's this about?
Let's look into-
Why
yeah,
are you
let's look
doing
into
this
it.
shit? You know,
There was a
don't-
fly.
Yeah, I have faith. Yeah, really? With this? Okay. But I have faith in our legal system. However, it is also our legal system that assassinated JFK. So I don't know what the fuck to believe. You understand? Like, no matter where you, bro, no matter what side
You
of the
can't.
road
You can't.
I
You're
don't.
not
I
gonna
got
know.
nothing.
You're not gonna know. It's just, look. When you look at this is the thing with conspiracy theories, right? When you look at something hard enough, you can start to connect dots. That doesn't mean that those dots are correct. It just makes sense. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be true, but you can look at something long enough and start connecting dots and saying, well, this could possibly happen. It could be Israel, killing Charlie Kirk because he said something that they didn't like. Who knows? We don't. They his security detail was paid millions and told to let everyone through and do everything, and it's okay. Like I see some of those hand signals saying that person is a sniper.
I just want to comment real quick on somebody in chat there said Shapiro's and canceling. Those are rumors. No, they're not. Previously scheduled event with Ben Shapiro, co-founder of the Daily Wire conservative media company, was canceled after the shooting. Shapiro had been scheduled to appear Wednesday night at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California. But the Reagan Foundation announced the program's cancellation on social media with Ben Shapiro. So Ben Shapiro and the Ronald Reagan Foundation canceled it. So no, it is true. That's the problem.
Maybe he didn't cancel everything.
Well, and then there's another event in Arizona that he himself had canceled. It's on his YouTube. So, but that's the problem is one person, right, like that jazzy person, just saw that and saw that on someone's, that it's a rumor. So it's automatically true right there. Just, that's it. I'm not going to do any research.
Thank you, social media.
Someone told me it's a rumor. It's a rumor. Do a little bit of due diligence.
It's a fact now.
Just search it. Just search it. I open up a bar, right? You're on YouTube. If you're on your phone, swipe up, whatever Android does, shiggle it. Let's shake and wiggle it. And pull up a browser. Is Ben Shapiro's events canceled? Okay, well, that's the end of that. It's not a rumor, right? It's whatever.
But that's the thing, though, Jay. Social media has turned people into not having to click on a link to go see what it's at or what the truth is. They're just going by the title. I know a lot of people who are like, yo, this, and this. Did you read the article? That's not what the article said. Read the article.
There's a lot of people canceling too. Congress members were supposed to
As they should. As they should.
Really? So you think everybody should just stop?
Stop for now and then reorganize to create better safe hazards.
Look, I subscribe to the fact that when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Whether that is speaking at an event or walking downstairs.
Okay.
Right? If he didn't, God forbid, right? If he wasn't shot, such a shame, man. But if he wasn't shot, he could have choked on an ice cube, right? Yeah, I'm being serious. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It could have been something else. I don't know. I subscribe to that. I'm not saying that it's okay. It's just you can't go around canceling it because then it shows that they won, right? Then now they have power because there might be a guy on a rooftop.
Yeah, but it's a temporary win. You won a battle. You didn't win the war. Okay, these people will come with better security. Now you can't get them. Now you have to go back to the drawing board to figure out how you're going to kill the next person. You know, like this thing smells so stupid. Like it's the same. Think about this, right? The same situation happened with Trump getting shot in the ear, except they were able to, the guy missed.
I think that's a different situation. I think as the general public is concerned.
But he ran from the rooftops. You would think. You would think the president got shot like that.
I think that's totally different, right? I'm not saying that's okay either. I think that's different. Right. A president tried to get assassinated. Someone tried to assassinate them. That's different than a person that has a political opinion or a religious opinion and them getting shot for it. There's a big difference.
Right.
One, you kind of expect someone somewhere to do some shit, right? The Charlie Kirk thing, I don't know.
I never would have expected it, to be honest.
I'm not me.
I would have expected somebody starting.
In the back of my mind, even me, at nowhere near the size of him, with the vapes and the shit that I would say, and all the people that would give me threats online, is if I ever see you, you don't thought when I went to the vape expo with 150,000 people that someone was gonna kick my ass or kill me.
Yeah, but they came up to you. But those same people that were arguing with you, Jay, came up to you and said, "Can I get an autograph?"
Absolutely. Sure.
I was there. I have seen people come up to you and ask you, "Hey,
right?" I think there's a big difference, though, right? One is just an opinion on a product. This is the opinion on life, and what everything you've been taught is wrong. So, and then they're trying to throw that this Tyler. Can you verify that his girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever they are, was actually living with him? Can you verify that? Where they're saying this Logan person, his boyfriend was a transgender?
I can't verify it. I don't know.
You can't, because everything that I pull up, Tyler was living with his parents. That's
right. I've heard that too.
That's everything I pull up. I don't know where this shit came from. This Logan, whatever their name is. I don't know.
Okay.
I
So think
can't
about
find
this.
shit on this.
Oh, fine, but look at it from the perspective of, well, living with that person. What does that entail you, right? Like
You
can
wake
sit
up
there and
next to
say,
that person. That's what I get out of living.
but is it 7 days a week or is it just the weekend?
Well, I don't know about you, but if I'm living in my house, that means I
agree.
wake up every day there in my house.
I agree. But what if a neighbor, let's just say for argument's sake,
Sure.
you live in you live in in an apartment building, right?
Yep.
And there's 10 apartments in that whole building, and they live in one apartment, and you see them every other day at random hours of the day. You would
Sure.
assume that person lives there because you see them there so often.
Okay. But these are people on the internet that found this.
Correct.
Right? This is
Correct.
not the neighbor saying, because apparently
agree.
the neighbors didn't even know shit about this kid. So, like, nobody knows. It's crazy that in this day and age that nobody knows nothing. Like, nothing.
everybody's
You can't
locked
find his
inside their
Facebook.
house.
You can't find his. He doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't have Instagram. He on Snapchat.
You know how
And
hard
TikTok?
that is. You know how hard that is. Not having
Somebody's
social
got to
media.
know some. There was a guy I saw on the Facebooks, right? It was a dude, and he crazy video. Well, it's not crazy. He's like, so this Tyler guy that everybody's talking about. I went to school with him, and he shows his yearbook, and then it should post.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's like, I went to school with him. I sat behind him in social studies or whatever, and he's one of those Reddit nerds, and I didn't even know. Okay, so what are you making this video for? He's like, but everything you see on the internet, the Facebook, right, is saying that this guy was crazy. He was a democratic socialist. I didn't get that, and I was in school with him, 3 years ago, and he wasn't any of that. So it's
Right.
just, it's the internet is making up these stories, and you
Yes.
have no idea anymore what is true.
You don't know fact from fiction. You don't.
But people
You
don't
do
want to do the
not.
research, right? They don't want to do it. They want to just go
Well-
with what's the first thing that someone tells me, and I'm running with that.
But in their defense, though, the thing is that there's so much fake out there. How are you going to decipher what is fact
Search
and what is
more.
fiction?
Search more.
People don't want to sit there and be like, I'm going to do an hour's worth
So
of
you're
research.
just going to go with the first thing that this is his transgender girlfriend. I don't even know. Significant other.
Whatever.
I don't know what it is.
Sure. Partner.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, this is their partner because someone shared an image of a random person that you can't even find them together. You're telling me those two together have never taken a picture anywhere? Never. Never? Wow. Great relationship. They must live together.
It's the same thing of saying Michelle Obama is a dude.
Is a dude. Sure. Yeah. It
know?
looks like no, she's got a big pussy, right? That's it. She's got a fupa. That's the end. She doesn't have a penis.
Yeah,
that's the internet, bro.
And then when they were younger, he was hanging out with Michael. He would call her Michael. Maybe he liked it in the butt, and she would put a strap on,
How do
and
you
she
even
was
know? Come
shaving.
on, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We don't know. We don't
Who
know.
said, who
That's-
said that? Was that something the internet said?
Yeah,
Of course.
the internet says everything.
Where's it?
The internet also says you're worth $10 million, Jay Hayes.
Yeah, I know. They're not
Is
far
that true?
off. I mean, it's not far off. It's not, it's.
There's
Did
a
you
couple
see
of
the
zeros
images?
off.
Did you see the image? Right? Did you see the image of him on CCTV footage?
Yeah, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't look like the same person. I'm going to be
And
honest.
then you see him next to next.
Yeah.
Right?
It doesn't look the same.
The ears are different.
I get it. Sunglasses make you look different.
No. Forget the face. The ears are different.
Yes, one's longer than the other. It's not the same person. That's why the conspiracy of, yes, this was all a hoax. There's some of them that say that he's still alive and that
Come on.
look at when the shit was happening. Alan was saying that he was wearing body armor. The dude, you could see him walking and his nipples were showing through his shirt. Show me body armor that has nipples. Show me body armor that has nipples, and I will show you Charlie Kirk alive. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait.
This was happening during your live stream the other day. He was saying that Charlie Kirk was wearing body armor. Where? Oh, he had this black piece that came off his shirt. That's a fucking microphone, bro. How do you think his audio sounds so great on YouTube and every other social media platform? He's got a mic for the people, and he's got a mic for internal recording. Like, you guys are idiots for believing that. The thing that he was juggling on his hand, go watch his other videos. He has a fidget ring that he flips between fingers. This isn't something new. But show me body armor that has nipples. Go ahead.
I mean, that's a new one to make body armor. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's the internet. It's the internet.
Yeah.
I don't,
this is
and I
AI
think that's the problem,
generated.
is nobody knows what to believe, right? Like, how do you know what to believe? Even if you search the internet and you scour it, man, how do you know what's right?
Exactly. And you're telling me take longer to research? How much longer am I going to get paid for this, to do an 8-hour research on finding out who? That's why people don't care anymore. Oh, I read the title. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, if you're not an inquisitive person to question things, you're never going to read everything. You're only going to read it for face value.
Let's take a step back for a second. Let's take a step back. Let's just say that Tyler did have this transgender girlfriend. Let's just say that. Okay. Tyler's got this trans girlfriend, trans boyfriend, whatever, and he didn't agree with what Charlie Kirk said about this.
You wouldn't stop him?
No, wait. So what?
Big deal.
Is that just so we can point the finger that the problem is transgender? That's the
yes,
problem?
because that's what they're trying to do. Yes.
Okay, so all
that's one side. That's
all
one side.
All school shootings are done by transgenders.
No.
That's correct.
I know it's correct.
The ones on the media are, right?
Oh!
I think it's past 5 or something. But now if you look at the past 20, 5 of those 20 are transgenders.
Oh.
Okay. Again, something you find on the internet. So you verifying, okay, this is transgender. The transgender didn't pull the gun. He pulled the trigger on the gun.
Right. Just because he may have been fucking a transgender doesn't mean that the transgender's
I don't understand.
fault.
What is that correlation? What is that? What is the? It doesn't bring Charlie back.
No.
Right. Okay. Is it because we just want the reason why he did it? Is that it? We want
because
closure?
that's the right. The right is sitting there saying, "Hey, let's blame it on the trans," because we don't like the trans, so let's blame it on the trans. Everyone has their own agenda, Jay.
But the trans didn't do it, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. They got to blame somebody.
I know, I get it, but the trans didn't pull the trigger, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how we're going. I don't know. I
don't know where we go from there, but okay.
Okay.
As long as we have that on the books.
The shooting that happened the same day Charlie Kirk, was that kid trans also?
Ooh, the Colorado one.
Yeah. No, was it Colorado or?
That's Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because Utah.
I don't know anything about that. Honestly, I
don't know.
I didn't
look
part
at
of
it
the problem. I didn't do any research on that. I don't know. Do you know?
I don't, but I'm almost positive.
I think we should probably look that up then, right?
Sure, but I'm almost positive.
Let me just do that real quick.
It wasn't transgender.
Was it 9? Was September 10th or the 11th? I can't remember.
It happened on the 10th.
On the 10th.
Yeah.
Evergreen High School. That's got to be it. That's the one.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep. I was right. The suspect was identified as 16-year-old Desmond Holly. Dude.
I'm trying to figure out the reason or what the media is making it out to be. The motive.
I mean, okay, you found the motive?
Kelly said during a news conference that Holly had been radicalized by some extremist network and suggested authorities came to that conclusion after examining the suspect's home and phone. Is he?
What was
did
this?
he die?
Did they say what the radical info was? What was it? Anti-gay? Was it
I don't know.
anti-left?
I don't know what it was.
Was it?
I am literally right now doing
Because
this
no one
with you.
cares. Nobody
I don't
cares
know.
anymore. This happened. Who cares?
What is this?
Charlie Kirk
Desmond
was more
Holly?
important.
What is it?
Desmond Holly, yeah. Oh, wait till you see the picture.
Oh, it's a neo-Nazi. Evergreen
So he's
High
not
School
transgender,
shooter
right?
expressed neo-Nazi. I got to find more than one article. Neo-Nazi.
So he's not a
radicalized by the
trans.
Nazi. No, he's not a trans. He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi.
All transgender. I mean, sorry.
Wait, why are you
all
laughing? I'm
school
just saying.
shootings-
I don't know. We're just putting labels on shit. It can't be that America's fucked up, right? It has nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with, hey, he's doing this because of this shit. You know, like this. I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know what to
It
say,
doesn't
Jay.
end, bro. It doesn't
You
end.
can't. What's happening to this world where
It's not
now
this world. It's America, bro.
yeah, unfortunately you're correct. It is.
I was talking to David
I mean,
the other day, right?
I don't
David
also
is-
hear this about other countries.
Listen, David is 97 years old, right? He's basically going to die next week, right?
He's been around the
old
block
as
a
shit.
few times.
Right, sure. He told me he was around for Eisenhower's presidency. Holy shit, bro. Like, Eisenhower? Bro, my dad wasn't even born. Anyway, so he's like telling me about it, and he says, what's crazy, he goes, what's crazy is post Kennedy's assassination is when America changed. Like, that's when
Yes.
everything went downhill.
Yes.
Which, and like we think it's the internet, but it's not. The internet didn't exist in '69, right?
Correct.
But he said, like, he brought up a good point. He said it's the morale. It's the morale of the country just went down. And I think that's because there have been other presidents that were assassinated before Kennedy. I bet you the chat couldn't name the other presidents, but that's the one that sticks out. And I think that's because we thought we were so strong, so powerful, and then boom, president.
We became weak.
Public. We became weak. You know, how do you fix that? I can tell you TikTok's not the answer.
No.
Clearly. Makes you wonder if a lot of this shit would happen if the internet didn't exist. But you can't always point the finger and say, we're this way because of this. We can't say it's a neo-Nazi that did. It's either a neo-Nazi. You ever notice that? Like, if the shootings, you know, God forbid, the church, there's always a label with it. It can't be like distraught individual hated the way the pews were built at the church, so he blew them all up. No.
Agreed.
It can't be. Disgruntled worker didn't like his pay, so he shot the manager in the face. No.
Yeah.
This neo-Nazi, far right, it's always a label, man. Always.
But I think the labeling started in the early 90s because they needed to show people who the good and who the bad are.
Why can't it just be like Jack? You know, Jack
Jack went down the
why
street
do
and
people
killed somebody.
need closure? I could see if it's a victim or I don't know. Like this dude, do I really care why he shot Charlie Kirk? No. I don't know what I would do with that knowledge. What does it matter?
I would like to know.
Do you think
because
it
it's
matters
like-
in a court of law? Why don't we start there? No.
No, it has
No.
nothing to do with him. No.
Do you really care why OJ killed Nicole?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Oh, you
why.
do?
Just like I would like to know why.
Why?
You know, all these serial killers did what they did. I
Why,
would
do
like
you
to know.
do you go
I'm
to his house for
inquisitive.
BBQs? Why? Oh, you're just curious.
I'm curious. Yes,
Okay. Well,
but I'm not curious in the
it doesn't
tagline
change
to find
the
out.
fact of what happened, though.
No,
So then why
No.
put a label on it?
I agree. I agree.
Why- I think what we need to do is not worry about who's doing it or why they're doing it. I think we have to worry about how we stop it. I think that's what
If
we have
I-
to worry about.
Let me ask you: if I went on a shooting spree right now, I went out of my house and I went out and started
Don't
shooting
say that.
everybody.
Oh,
What
God.
would they label me? Would they say terrorist-looking man starts shooting up random white neighborhood? You think they would say that?
I don't think you would make news coverage, honestly. I mean, maybe in your area, but you wouldn't make
Maybe.
national news.
No, definitely not. Unless I shot up like a synagogue or
Yo, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta. His name is Mike, by the way, and he's from Brooklyn, New York. Social media, yeah. Just
no,
let.
but I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
If I
throw him underneath
was
the bus. His name is Mike. If you need his
no,
last
but
name, I'll tell you.
but I'm being serious though.
Yeah. No,
That's
don't say
why they
that.
put them-
Don't say it's
No, no.
serious.
No, I'm saying in the situation, like you would put a label on me so
Rhetorically
people
speaking.
can understand. Rhetorically
Right.
speaking, people
Sure.
would have to. They need a label so they can visualize what that person would look like before actually seeing the picture
Okay, but
or
what
seeing
does
the
that?
news
What
or
does
anything
that
to that
have to
extent.
do with after it is done? The person is either caught, the person is confirmed, it's on video. What does that have to like? Tyler shot Charlie Kirk. End of discussion. That is it. Why do you need to know why? I don't.
You don't
care.
need to know, but you would like to know.
Why?
There's a difference.
Why?
I don't know.
It's not like it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend you need closure. It's okay. He did this. That's the end of the discussion. There's no. You pulled the trigger. That's it. That's the end of it. That's it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I
I don't know.
and everybody's trying to point the finger. He's doing this because he's left. He's doing this. So what are you trying to prove? That left is better than, or I'm sorry, that right is better than left? Both of those aisles got fucked up people, bro. The right and the left.
Of course.
Of course. Both of them. If one view is not extreme enough, then, go the other one.
Yeah. Agreed.
What's wrong?
I have to be right back. I have to move my truck. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm blocking
Just
a driveway.
go do it
Hold on.
then. Stop talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me go through chat real quick while he's vanished. Let me remove him. I don't know how I do it. Solo. There we go. Let me go through the chat here. Oh my goodness, so many comments. The last three schools my daughter has been in, they all have SROs and K9s. It's been wonderful. So I agree. Yeah, I say arm the teachers. I'm going with that. Arm them. They don't want to be armed, then you can't be a teacher. I don't know. Charlie Kirk's suspected killer was spotted kissing his transgender partner just 2 weeks before the assassination, the Sun can reveal. Okay, Don, great. So what has that got to do with the story? Does that further verify that this was the left doing it? Is that the argument of figuring out that there's a transgender person, or if the person was gay, it's because they didn't agree? Obviously, we know the reason why he shot Charlie Kirk is he did not agree with whatever it is he said, right? I think that is obvious. Or, I don't want to dive into the conspiracies, but it could be that I don't know, one of these many other conspiracies, right? I don't know. I just know for a fact that he is gone and someone is responsible for it. Lincoln, Garfield, and another one. There are 4, is there not? Isn't there 4 presidents that were assassinated? Let me look at this chat over here. Yeah, I think there were 4. You have Lincoln, Garfield, Kennedy. There might be 2 more. One's from the 1800s. I know that. Let me read here. Oh, he's back. Hold on. Can you name the presidents that were assassinated?
Who, me?
Yeah. No, the guy next to you. Yeah, you.
Lincoln, Garfield,
Uh-huh.
McKinley, and JFK.
Isn't there another one in there?
Abraham, Abraham Lincoln, Garfield.
Did you say Abraham like you're on a first name basis?
Yeah, me and Abraham are just like me and Donnie are on first name basis.
So Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, McKinley, and JFK. Oh,
Yeah,
Ronald Reagan
four.
was the attempt. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
The attempt where they shot him outside the courthouse.
twice, wasn't it? Reagan was shot at.
Oh, I don't know about the second one. Are you talking about the balloon
That's the one-
you missed?
Yeah, the one that you missed. Oh, that wasn't. That's
was
right.
a
He
balloon.
wasn't really shot. That was a balloon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a balloon.
okay.
It was a balloon. Ah, you missed.
Whoops. I mean, that was funny. You got to admit.
Yeah,
That
man.
was rough.
Anyway, so back to it. I just don't see why it matters whether he has a transgender. Okay, we know that he did this because he doesn't agree. That's it. Don't lose the main sight. Don't lose. You understand the main image behind
The
all
point.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, he was assassinated because someone did not like his opinions. That is the answer. Because now someone's going to speak about that and say, oh, well, you can't have this opinion because you're going to get shot. You understand?
So that makes you worried that you're not going to go do any other public appearances because you might have a.
Oh, well, yeah, you could.
So that's why you should cancel.
You could bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be a whole lot less going to colleges. It's going to be crazy is when you start doing these college things, they come back and it's like them on a TV. And they're doing it virtually.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying it's like you're not going to be doing them anymore. Just do it from the comfort of your own home.
Until you got a sniper, 5 houses down on a rooftop looking through your window.
And then people will think that it's faked when you get sniped on live, on your live feed, being streaming, and all of a sudden they see, just like the other day when you showed me the guy who got up from his chair that was faking
the
an
Twitch guy.
Yeah, so it's like people will think that too. Be like, oh, they faked the death. He's not, anything could happen. It made what he did was so special in the sense where I went to a school and I'm interviewing this other person. I'm having a face-to-face conversation with a person
Crowder started.
of opposing views.
Which Crowder started.
Doesn't matter who started it. The point is that he was doing great. People were lining up.
I don't think it matters who started it, but I think it matters that Crowder doesn't do it anymore.
And maybe
Right.
he's probably thankful that he doesn't, because he could have been like, hey,
Sure.
that could have been me that happened to.
Sure.
Somebody couldn't admit of changing his mind, and instead they wanted to blow it out. He made that saying popular, right? Hey, change my mind, or whatever his saying is, right?
Prove me wrong. Or
Prove me wrong.
I
Prove
think-
me right.
Yeah,
whatever.
Charlie
it was.
Kirk has proved me wrong, and I
Yeah.
think Crowder was changed my mind. I think.
Regardless,
I
the
can't
point
watch
is
Crowder.
that
Crowder is.
yeah, I wasn't a fan. I mean, he's all right, but
No, I'm okay.
so I don't know. It's just it's sad that we have to go through all this. It really is.
You think something
Jay.
like this would have happened? Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, are you gonna do public appearances anymore?
I mean, my opinions are nowhere near. No one would come see me, bro. I'm too centrist. I'll say when one side is wrong or the other side is wrong, but I don't really. No, not like that. I mean, that wouldn't stop me.
Well, okay. Let's just say, for argument's sakes, you were as popular as Kirk, right? And you saw him getting
I don't know
murdered.
about that. That's a bit of a far stretch. Are you saying hypothetically?
Yeah, hypothetically,
Oh, okay. I thought-
you
I was
saw
gonna
that
say I was
happen. Would
popular,
you
but I
cancel?
wasn't that popular.
No, but I'm saying if you were that hypothetically, if you were that popular,
Yeah.
you saw this happening,
Yeah.
would you cancel your dates?
Oh, so like right now, I'm as big as Charlie Kirk.
You're
and
Ben
I'm
Shapiro.
yeah. Okay.
Sure. Or would you
No,
say screw
I
it?
would ramp up security. That's what I would do. I would continue, and I would put the security. I would, yeah, I would hire drone
Double it.
operators.
Yeah.
I would implement some type of metal detection. I would change it to be indoors. There would be a lot of change. It would still be the date. I would just change a lot of the configuration of it, per
Right.
se.
I totally agree that it should be from now on. Things like this should be indoors. Trump was outdoors; he got shot at. All the presidents except for except for Lincoln were shot outdoors, not indoors. Lincoln was the only one in the theater, if I'm not mistaken.
Wasn't Garfield in his home or something?
Was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember. But the point is, it should be indoors. Things like this should be indoors because you can have a what's the correct terminology? You're able to control the environment.
The Garfield was shot in a train station, so
So that's public place again.
yeah, I don't know
An
what the
open
fucking
place.
president's doing at a train station. But I don't know.
Man, do everything in a closed spot. Back then, when Lincoln was assassinated, they had just first started the Secret Service, didn't they, or something to that extent?
And McKinley was at an expo center, so they're all indoors except for JFK.
Except for JFK. Well,
No.
at least recently, everybody has been killed outside. So you know what? Maybe we should just go back inside again.
Or just stop speaking. Just forget it. Just do it online.
Let it go, right? Just let's all just sit behind a webcam.
You saw that? What David just posted in chat. What do you think of the guys profiting from his death? The shirts, the hats. You seen those?
But
Have you
realistically,
seen the
that's going to
shirt
happen with
the
anybody.
blood spurting out of his neck.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I mean, how soon is it to make a how soon can we go with making a joke? Look, this is America, where we make money off of anything, anyone and anything. Okay,
Again, this is why it proves America's the problem. But go ahead.
right. So somebody died. We're making merchandise to sell it, and can we get in trouble? No.
It's in bad
can't.
taste.
Yes, but you know what? Bad taste doesn't pay my bills, but if I sell this shirt, it might pay my bills, or it might just make me extra money. Regardless, I got an opportunity to make some money. Let me throw out some shirts. I don't, in a capitalistic country, I don't think it's an issue. Again, bad taste,
If you saw the
100%.
shirt I'm talking about, I would show it, but I don't know how either of these platforms would like that. It's a black shirt with like how this is got kind of, well, this isn't really print. This is like rubber, but
Like a
so it's his image and it's him going like this, and then there's blood flying out, and that's in white, and there's a quote underneath.
But is the quote for it or against it or what?
Neither. It's just something. It's just something that.
Like, I came to Utah and this is what I got.
No,
Like,
no. Hold. Let me find it. Give me a second.
tell you what, I'm never going to Utah if I'm going to get shot at like that. Too soon? Okay.
People are selling the shit out of those. Oh my god.
But where are they at least giving a donation to the family? Because if they're giving at least a donation to the family, then it's okay. If they're not, it's in bad taste. But again, I'm not faulting them for, trying to make money.
Right. Amazon. Someone was selling the Freedom shirt with blood stains on it.
No way.
Oh. I'm trying not to smile because the shirt I'm talking about, it says protect your neck.
Wasn't that a Busta Rhymes
I think
a
it was
quote?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe it was Wu Tang.
I'm trying not to. Was that your wife? Is she listening?
Yeah, she was laughing in the kitchen.
So she heard what I said. That's rough, bro. Like, I don't know.
I guess I mean
I don't know, some
Wu
of these
Tang can
shirts
make
are
some
pretty,
money off of that. Wu Tang
Some
can
of
make
these
some money
shirts
off
are
of that.
pretty. They're pretty rough, bro. Like, damn. Like, you didn't waste no time. Just.
But it's a marketing idea, right? If you don't jump on it now, who's going to care in 6 months, right? You're not going to sell a shirt in 6 months when everybody's forgotten about it. This is the now, and the now states.
Bro.
I'll take a shirt that says freedom on it, that's white with blood stains on it, to prove a
No.
point.
I don't know if I can show this. I'm gonna post this in Discord.
Yeah, see, that's not even. I don't even like the design of it. I wouldn't even bother.
Honestly, I don't even want to say that. Oh, this is it. I got it. This is it. It's not that one. It's this one.
Even that one, it's too cartoonish. It's too cartoonish. Look, give me a white shirt with blue letters that say freedom and blood all over the place. That would make more sense. And it doesn't even have to mean Charlie Kirk. Because freedom doesn't come for free.
Come on. You can't do this, bro. Come on. Protect your neck?
It's not even a good looking shirt. I'm sorry. The graphic does not. It's not.
The second one's better than the first one. What are we
But the
even
second one
fucking
is a
talking
caricature.
about? Like, it doesn't.
It's a caricature. I think that's tasteless.
You don't think making a picture or a T-shirt out of this is not tasteless? I think all of it is tasteless.
But you're making money though, and this is a
And that
country
makes it
that
okay.
cares.
I just want to be
This
clear
is
so
a
that makes it
country.
okay.
This country cares about making money. They don't care about anything else.
I don't think it says a whole lot about the business making it. I think it says a whole lot about the people that are buying the shirts.
I agree. I agree. Look at
Like,
the
if
person
I
who
make
buys
the shirt,
it.
right, it's like with vaping. Vaping, the problem is the teenagers. Well, no, the problem is the person that allowed the teenager to buy it, not so much the vape itself, right? So the shirt is there. If you buy it, you support it. So I can't see any Republican buying this.
No, because it makes no sense for a Republican. No, these
it
are
makes
liberal
sense for
shirts.
a liberal, a left person
Yes,
to buy that.
these are. One says debate this while he has blood splurting out of his neck, and the other one says protect your neck. These are no. But I'm telling you, both sides would wear a shirt that's white with blue letters that say freedom and that there's blood splatter all over the place, because that makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense for Charlie Kirk. That could be
what's
going
gonna
to
be
war.
It's 2 years from now or something, or a year from now. That shirt that he was wearing, that specific shirt goes up on eBay.
Oh, without a doubt. His wife is saving that for when she needs to pay the bills. She's going to sell that shirt. Hell's yeah.
Did you watch?
Okay.
Did you watch the thing she said?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch anything she said. What'd she say?
I don't want
He
to
died
do
for the-
a disservice. It's long.
Well, give me the TLDR. Like, is she proud that her husband died for a good cause?
No.
Is she upset that it happened?
Yes, of course. No, she's celebrating.
Okay,
She's
she's
the one that made these shirts. Like, what the fuck?
let me rephrase. Is she
What
upset?
kind of question
of his,
is that, bro? Yes.
Okay, wait. Is she upset at the stance he took that caused him to get to the situation that he's in?
Now, do you want me just to play it for you?
You said it was long. I don't want you to waste time.
There's probably a
on that.
TLDR version of it. This one's great. There you go. It's 1 minute and 47 seconds. We'll get over
All
it.
right, it's not that loud. Okay, it's not that long.
Speaking from a lectern behind the desk where her husband hosted the popular
This
Charlie
is
Kirk
not even it.
Will not die.
Yeah, here we go.
Tonight across
She's cute though.
Stop.
to everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen.
The video was posted by Turning Point USA late Friday.
Okay, first off, their audio is messed up. So let's do this.
That's what I'm saying, Tony. She can get it.
What are you talking about?
She's his wife is pretty cute. You don't think so?
Oh my God, it's 30 minutes long. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Jesus. This room. Good evening. My name is Erica Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband. I first want to thank the local, state, and federal law enforcement who worked tirelessly to capture my husband's assassin so that he can be brought to justice. I want to thank the first responders who struggled heroically to save Charles's life, and the police who acted bravely to make sure that there were no other victims on that terrible afternoon. I want to thank the officers who have protected our Turning Point USA family these past 2 days. And I want to thank the Turning Point USA board, the COO, Justin Strife, and my husband's chief of staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy, for all their work in these terrible days to be the stability for our family and for the wider Turning Point USA family as well. My heart is with every one of my husband's employees who lost a friend and a mentor.
I do want to say this. The fact that she is not just making it about her and the kids is pretty impactful. That's pretty powerful, no?
No, it is, because it shouldn't be about her. It should be about him.
No,
We're talking about him.
I get that, but she's talking about the other people, not so much the family. That shows a lot about her.
I want to thank the staffers of his amazing Charlie Kirk show, who helped him broadcast from this studio, this chair. Every day he loved it. He loved what he did. I want to thank the millions of people who have shown their love for Charlie here in Phoenix, across America, and worldwide. I want to thank my husband's dear friend, Vice President Vance, and his phenomenal wife, Usha, for their love and support. You guys honored my husband so well, bringing him home. You both are tremendous. I want to thank President Trump and his incredible family for the same. Mr. President, my husband loved you.
Damn.
And he knew that you loved him too. He did. Your friendship was amazing. You supported him so well, as did he for you. 2 days ago, my husband, Charlie, went to see the face of his Savior and his God. Charlie always said that when he was gone, he wanted to be remembered for his courage and for his faith. And one of the final conversations that he had on this earth my husband witnessed for his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now and for all eternity, he will stand at his Savior's side, wearing the glorious crown of a martyr. Charlie loved life. He loved his life. He loved America. He loved nature, which helped him always bring him closer to God. He loved the Chicago Cubs. And my goodness, did he love the Oregon Ducks. Want me to say go Ducks, so I have to since they play on Saturday. So go Ducks. But most of all, Charlie loved his children. And he loved me with all of his heart. And I knew that. Every day I knew that. He made sure I knew that every day. Every day he would ask me, how can I serve you better? How can I be a better husband? How can I be a better father? Every day. Every day. He was such a good man. He still is a good man. He was the perfect father. He was the perfect husband. Charlie always believed that God's design for marriage and the family was absolutely amazing, and it is. It is, and it was the greatest joy of his life. And over, he would tell all these young people to come and find their future spouse, become wives and husbands and parents. And the reason why is because he wanted you all to experience what he had and still has. He wanted everyone to bring heaven into this earth through love and joy that comes from raising a family. It's beautiful. Charlie always said that if he ever ran for office, I know a lot of you asked if he ever was going to, but privately he told me if he ever did run for office that his top priority would be to revive the American family. That was his priority. One of Charlie's favorite Bible verses was Ephesians 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. My husband laid down his life for me, for our nation, for our children. He showed the ultimate and true covenantal love. I will never, ever have the words to describe the loss that I feel in my heart. I honestly have no idea what any of this means. I know that God does, but I don't.
Amen. Amen to that.
Charlie, baby, I know you do too. I know you do. So does our Lord. And our world is filled with evil. But our God, you guys, our God is so good. He's so incredibly good. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Already I have seen the worldwide outpouring of love for my husband. I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married, to start families, to seek out a relationship with God. It's the most important one of all. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination.
Oh my. Can we pause that for a second? Yo, did you catch it?
The evildoers?
Yo, she just, like, her whole thing just, like, she snaps right here. Like, watch her face.
Worldwide outpouring of love for my husband. I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married, to start families, to seek out a relationship with God. It's the most important most important one of all.
No.
The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. They killed Charlie because he preached a message.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, she knows how to talk in front of a camera. She is a former Miss USA, former Miss Arizona.
Is she really?
Yes.
Oh.
She used to be, she was Miss
won?
Arizona back in 20. Yeah, she was back in 2012. She was Miss Arizona, and then she won Miss USA 2012.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Message of patriotism, faith, and of God's merciful love. But they should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before,
Yeah.
you
Amen to
have
that.
no idea.
Amen.
Yeah, this is where she shoots back,
You
and
have
she's like,
no
basically
idea what you
like,
just have unleashed across this entire country. And
that could be
you have
bad
no
also.
idea.
this could be bad also.
Yeah, I guess.
If you get somebody from the right wing who is, who snaps, liberals could be dropping left and right in the next week or two.
You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die. All of us will refuse to let that happen. No one will ever forget my husband's name, and I will make sure of it. It will become stronger, bolder, louder, and greater than ever. My husband's mission will not end, not even for a moment. And one of Charlie's greatest talents was his ability, this phenomenal ability to choose great people to follow him. He could always find the ones who could handle any setback. And it's almost like he knew. He could see it in you. Even when you couldn't see it in yourself, he just knew. He knew you could handle it. You thought you only had 5% left, and he knew you had 15. He knew you were ready to go that extra mile even when you didn't. Mm-hmm. He always challenged people around him to work harder and to be better. He never gave up. And I love knowing that one of his mottos was never surrender. So I want to tell you that we'll never surrender. He never will. Ever. Ever. Our campus tour this fall will continue. There will be even more tours in the years to come.
Oh.
America Fest here in Phoenix this December will go on. It will be greater than ever. The radio and podcast show that he was so proud of will go on. And in a world filled with chaos, doubt, and uncertainty, my husband's voice will remain. And it will ring out louder and more clearly than ever. And his wisdom will endure. My favorite too, but my husband's favorite word in the English language was earn. He would call all of you to be people of action who earn the future America deserves. So to all of the young people who felt inspired by my husband's faith and hard work, all of you already know what Charlie would want you to do. You know. You know. If you're in high school or if you're in college, go find your local Turning Point USA chapter. Join it. Stay involved. He wants you to make a difference. And you can.
Turn into a militia.
You can.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. She didn't win Miss USA. She only competed as Miss Arizona, but she won Miss Arizona. She was Miss Arizona for 2012, but she didn't win Miss
The
USA.
movement's not going anywhere, and it will only grow stronger when you join it. If there isn't a chapter, you can't find one, then start one. There is no excuse. You can start one. And as my husband used to say in this room every single day, if you want to get involved, the best way you can do that is going to tpusa.com. That's what he would say every day from this chair. Every single day. I watched his show every day, and he would always say, if you want to get involved, go to tpusa.com. If you're a pastor, join our movement at TPUSA Faith. And if you're a parent, I highly recommend that you come to America Fest in December. Sign up right now for that because we would love.
I think a lot less people will show up to these events knowing what can happen.
Nope, I disagree with you. I think it would be the best turning, the best turn of the events for that to happen. It would be the biggest thing ever. You will see thousands of people showing up. I heard people in Jersey were going to churches having memorials for Charlie Kirk.
Yes, same. But you think that more people would show
Yes.
up to an event after what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
To show that
Question.
that they're all for
Yep.
it.
First question: who's the person speaking?
Probably her and his other underlings that were, that people know from the show or whatever.
Taking questions and debating people as his wife?
No, I don't think they would be debating. I think they were it's just an event, right? What was the point of the event? I have no idea. I'm going to assume it's an event where, people hang around with
Does
people
Turning
who are
Point
like-minded.
USA have other debaters?
I don't think so. Not that I know.
I mean,
of.
I just know Daily Wire's got like 10 of them. Does Turning Point USA have a bunch?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, it is a nonprofit organization. It was founded in 2012 by Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. I can't see if there's any other.
Oh,
Not
wow.
that I know.
That's a live feed of their headquarters.
Yeah. So people are showing up there.
Okay.
What makes you think that they're not going to
Hold on,
show
hold
up
on,
in
hold on.
December?
There's only 267 people watching it. We're one of them.
Okay. How long has this feed been going on for?
It's over. I don't know. Well, I mean, you can only do 12 hours back, so.
So that means that look, how many people were watching at that point? I guarantee you none. How many people at 1:00 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time?
Oh,
are
that's a
watching?
lot of balloons, bro.
And they're going to keep getting more and more. I'm telling you that it will be a sellout event in December. Mark my words. There's going to be so many damn people there. There's going to be so many donations. They're probably going to create some sort of fund. And, they're going to make big things out of this. Remember, there's not that many people because most of them are working. They're probably coming after work to show up over there.
I don't know if they had a headquarters. I thought he did it in their house.
Well, I mean, you got to make the money that you get disappear. So getting a studio might be worth it.
Wow, look at all those balloons, bro.
This is in what state, Jay?
I have no idea. I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Don't question me on things I don't know about.
I don't know. I was asking a question.
I honestly, I don't know. It's in Arizona.
Arizona? Okay. Well, yeah, it's in Phoenix. It's in Phoenix. They moved in there.
Yeah, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I could tell you where the Protect Your Neck shirts are made at, but not in Arizona. But
I have the exact address. This is the problem with the internet. You want to go?
Exact address of the T-shirt maker or the exact
No,
address
of the headquarters of Turning Point. Imagine.
Why are you looking up the address of the people that make the shirt?
I
Want to go get one size personally. All right, listen, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I didn't realize we were live for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I knew that this is gonna be a long stream. All right, so we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.